How's it going, everybody? It's Sean here, and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Parra collaboration with Nike SB on the Dunk Low Pro Quick Strike in the Abstract Art colorway. This marks the latest collaboration between Dutch artist Piet Parra with Nike SB. They teamed up earlier in 2019, but they're back with a new colorway coinciding with the 2021 Tokyo Summer Olympics. So some of you guys might not know this, but Parra worked with Nike SB to release the national kits or uniforms for, I believe, USA, Brazil, Japan, and France, and this is for the brand new Olympic event for skateboarding. So this shoe adopts a similar abstract pattern that you see on those uniforms. So this pair released at select skateboard shops on July 29th, and I believe they're landing on the Nike Sneakers app on July 31st as well. So this pair retails for a price of $110 US or $145 here in Canada, and the official colorway for this shoe is Fireberry and Black. So diving straight into the details, the base layer of this shoe, this is constructed using a slightly off-white colored nubuck. On the toe box we have your standard perforated finish, and then surrounding the outer edge of the toe box, this is covered in this textile which incorporates that abstract looking pattern. On the lateral side only, we have this mini swoosh which is done in white, and this pattern covers the eyelets of the shoe as well. One thing I found out is this outer layer can actually be removed, and if you cut it off, it reveals a pink layer underneath. On the mid panel of both sides of the shoe, we have more of that off-white colored nubuck, and stitched on top of this we have a Nike swoosh which is constructed out of this black colored leather. And one thing you'll notice is, unlike your standard Nike swoosh, I guess you can say this swoosh is self-contained, and the end of the swoosh doesn't wrap around the back of the shoe. Moving downwards we have more of that abstract looking pattern which wraps around the bottom of the back of the shoe, and above this we have more of that nubuck, and at the very top of the back heel we have Parra branding on the left foot and Nike branding on the right foot. For the laces, so these come with these oval shaped laces in white, and they have Parra branding on the lace tips, but I noticed that the white laces have begun to stain already, and I think it's because it's rubbing off the colors of the textile on the eye stays. If white is not your thing, they also give you a secondary pair of these teal colored laces as well, but I like the clean look of the white laces, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Underneath this we have your standard padded tongue, however in this case, the tongue is covered in that same off-white colored nubuck. At the very top, we have Nike SB Dunk Low Pro branding, and the tag is done in that same abstract art looking pattern. And we see the same abstract pattern surrounding the outer edge of the tongue as well. The inner liner of the shoe is done in this teal color, and this being an SB Dunk Pro model, we have additional padding surrounding the Achilles area of the shoe. These come with your standard Nike SB insole, however the top of the insole is entirely covered in that same abstract pattern. We have Nike SB and Parra branding on the back of the heel, and this of course being a Nike SB Dunk, we have a Zoom Air unit underneath the heel on the back end of the insole. So the upper of these SB Dunks sits atop this solid white colored rubber cupsole, and then turning the shoe over to the bottom, here we have your standard SB Dunk Low Pro outsole, however this is entirely done in this gum rubber finish. We have this circular traction pattern on the forefoot, along with this carved out exposed foam in the middle with Nike SB branding. So in terms of sizing, so these fit like most of my other SB Dunk Lows, so I personally went up a half size. So I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and usually for my SB Dunk Lows, because of the padded tongue, I prefer the fit of going up a half size, but your mileage may vary. Whatever size you normally wear with SB Dunk Lows, I'd stick with that same size for this one. And if you're someone that hasn't worn an SB Dunk Low before, if you have wider feet or if you like more of a roomy fit, then half size up should be the way to go. But if you have narrow feet or you like more of a snug fit, then you can stick true to size. Moving on to comfort, so unfortunately, the SB Dunk Low isn't the most comfortable shoe out there. Technically there is Zoom Air underneath the heel, however, honestly you can't really feel it too much. And this is meant to be a skateboarding shoe, so it feels very flat, very low to the ground, but there's not too much from a softness and step and comfort perspective. But just for walking around, just for casual use, they're going to be perfectly fine. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and craftsmanship, so I felt like the material quality was decent. I wouldn't say that it's the best quality shoe I've ever seen from Nike SB, but I'd say it's slightly more on the above average side. The nubuck felt decently buttery, and the leather used for the swoosh felt very thick and sturdy, and in terms of the overall craftsmanship and build on this shoe, it was pretty good. There was no major flaws that I could see on my pair, so all in all, a pretty solid release. With all of that out of the way now, let's lace up these Parra SB Dunk Lows and I'll show you guys how these look on feet. Overall, I gotta say this is a very well executed collaboration between Pete Parra and Nike SB. For a shoe that's decently loud, I gotta say it's still pretty wearable too, and I really like how they balance this abstract pattern with more solid muted colors like this off-white and black. I don't want to declare anything officially right now, but I can definitely see this being in one of my top 10 or top 15 shoes of the year, but you're gonna have to wait till December until I officially put this on the list. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this Parra Nike SB Dunk Low in this abstract art colorway. What are your overall thoughts on this design? And between this one and the 2019 release, which of the two do you guys prefer? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at sgo8, check me out on Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. I've also started a podcast as well called the Channel 8 Podcast. So the video version for that is loaded right here on my YouTube channel, but if you're looking for just the audio only version, it's hosted on most of your major podcast platforms, including Spotify, iTunes, and Podbean. So thank you so much for watching, thank you for the continued love and support, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.